Hi there, Pisces. Welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here, for clicking on this video. If it resonates with you at all in the least bit, please interact with this, with the channel in general. Subscribe, like the videos, comment, tell me your life story. I love to hear about you guys. I love to get to know you guys and engage with you, and it also helps the channel grow and reach more people, which is... Phoenix, what is wrong? Are you kidding?
What?
I'm trying to work. Are you okay? Are you gonna live? Do I need to take you to the hospital?
No.
Okay. Can you please stop jumping around in here? You know better.
What should I do?
I'm trying to work, bud. We're not doing that right now. Give it to me.
Where's the cat at?
He's probably out there with you, baby. Go look. I'll be out in a minute. Okay. Sorry, guys. Every time I come in here, like a minute in, he just needs something so desperately that it can't wait. This is going to be for... Jeez Louise, my train of thought is just all over the place. Pisces Collective, all placements. Doesn't matter where it's at. If it feels strong placement, you feel called to this video, even if you don't know if you even have any Pisces in it, it is for you. And it's going to be a money reading, money-centered, income, finances, career, all of those things. We're going to check in, see what opportunities are around you, see what Spirit is calling you to do. I am trying really hard to do my readings in a different way. I want to shuffle for however long, a set period of time, while I'm doing my intro until I'm called to stop, and then pull cards from the top instead of them falling out. We will see how it works. Yeah, thank you to everyone who has already interacted with the page, who has subscribed, tipped, all of those things that help expand this channel and grow it. That is the purpose. That is why we are here, is to expand and to help as many people as possible be guided towards their healing, towards their abundance, their prosperity, all of these things that are our birthrights here on Earth. All right, let's see, Pisces. Let's check in with you guys. See what we got going on for money. See what I mean? Okay, we're only going to take ones and pull off the top, okay? Okay. Okay. All right. And the Emperor is here. All right. You guys cannot see the bottom of that very well. So I can't put it up any higher because then you'll be able to see my titties, and I don't want that. Not that they're out or anything. It's not. I want you guys to be able to see the cards, and that's really it. All right. We'll leave it like that. Hey, now you can see them all. Perfect. Okay. See? Minor adjustments, major impact. I feel like that's the theme. And we're going to do a Yule. I told you guys in the November readings about my new deck, the November readings about my new deck, Seasons of the Witch, the Shawan Oracle. This one is their Yule Oracle that I'm going to be using. It's not really relevant for money, but I feel like there's some really good wisdom. It can be obviously relevant for money. We'll see what comes out and what applies for you guys. But yeah, so far I'm getting reevaluating going back, not to the drawing board, but just looking at what you've done so far, how far you've come, how much effort, how much money, how much time, energy, all of these things you've put into a certain avenue of income, a career, even a business, whatever it is for you. And kind of asking the question, was this worth the effort? Was the result worth the effort? The juice worth the squeeze, so to speak? Or do I need to maybe prune back and focus more on what is working? Sorry, lurkers. My daughter just came out of her room. I feel like they're like standing at the door listening, and it feels like an invasion. This is my private time. You could be called to maybe spend more, or maybe you feel like you have stuff coming up that you have to spend your money on, but you don't really want to. You've been really wanting to save. You've been wanting to kind of build a nest egg instead of spending on impulse, that sort of thing. And I think you're getting a lot better at it. You're getting a lot better at evaluating, is this an impulse buy? Is this something that I need? Is this something that I want? Is this something that's necessary, or could I not spend this money? Could I use what I have? Could I wear what I have? Those sorts of things. All right, let's see what we get for our Yule card. Frost, card number 16. Okay. There's a really fast moving energy. We've got 2 8s right under each other. And then if you look at this, it has an 8 at the top as well. Is it the 8th card? No. Interesting. So you have 3 8s here. 8s could be significant for you at this time. Abundance, infinite supply, infinite connection to source. Source is your never-ending and immediate supply. That's kind of the energy that you're in and appreciating and recognizing at this time, being grateful for. I feel like every time you see 888, you kind of say thank you. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the opportunities. I feel like you are going to be having a lot of opportunities moving towards you very quickly. And I feel like this moment of kind of reflection, taking stock in tweaking, I feel like it's going to move very quickly, and then it's going to reappear as like 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. Whatever you decided to focus on, whatever you decided to prune back, kind of weed out, what remains, you're going to be able to put the rest of your energy into, kind of cut out the unnecessary, focus your energy where it works, and it's going to flourish. It's going to kind of blossom into this really big thing. It could even be the start of, or an addition to, your empire. You've got the Queen of Cups, 4 of Swords, and 8 of Cups. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. See? What? Why are you out there yelling mommy if you don't even need anything? Sorry, those are my own annoyances. My personal annoyances. Okay. Focus. You just out there arguing. They're They're 15 and 4. You would think that they're like 2 and 4. Or you know what I mean? Or like 15 and 13. They're just like, they act like they're close in age. And just bicker and annoy each other all the time. Alright. I feel like your money is focused on a psychic ability that you have, some sort of esoteric gift that you have. Again, psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairsentient, any of the clairs that we have. I feel like you are very tuned in, tapped in, turned on, very connected, and that could be the source of your income, or that is the kind of the direction that you're trying to steer it. This could be you just putting a little bit more time and effort into showing up for maybe a side business that is attached to this, but you want to turn it into something that's full-time. Maybe you want to escape from kind of a 9-to-5 corporate, living by other people's rules energy, if that is something that you guys do, even if it's not like corporate. It could be like waitressing, bartending, serving, any of those things, but it's still someone else's schedule. Your money is still tied up in other people. I feel like you're really wanting to break away from that. You're wanting to be self-sufficient. You can make your own money when you want to make your own money. You can make money while you sleep. Passive income, I feel like, is a really big goal for you guys. But there is a lot of potential and a lot of money in a psychic ability that you have, some sort of counselor, even coach, something to speak to your wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. You've gone through a lot of emotional things, and you've come out the other side this master of your emotions, and now you can kind of nurture and support and help other people with your insights, with your wisdom, with your kind of calmness. I feel like there's a lot of sorry, I'm just waiting for them to like chill out, see what they're gonna do. Okay. One of them's retreated to their room. I also feel the need to say there could be an untapped psychic ability here. Maybe you're more focused on the material, on your career. Was that an ash? It was. It was ash from my Palo Santo stick. Sometimes when I light it, it lets off these little like black, I don't know, ash, I guess, but they float. And one of them was just flying around. I thought it was a gnat. Anyway, there could be a gift that you have. Maybe someone you've had like an Akashic reading and someone has told you that you have a certain gift. Not even like a specific one. They just could have said, you have a gift and it's time to use it. And you've since then been kind of like, I want to. That would be wonderful. I don't know what that gift is. I feel like the answers could be found in meditation. I feel like if you are able to get some alone time, some meditative space where you can be uninterrupted and you can really, really tap in, tune out the distractions, tap into source and ask, what is my gift? What have you gifted me with? And can you please help me discover and open it so I can use it to the best of my ability? So I can appreciate it and cherish it, nurture it, grow it, expand on it, and be this person that I'm meant to be. I feel like you feel deep down that you're meant to be on a certain level. You're meant to be have a certain type of lifestyle, have a certain amount of wealth, be in a certain position, anything like that. You feel this magic inside of you, but I don't feel like it's always matched up in the material world, if that makes sense. But your answers are definitely in meditation. They are in stillness. They are within asking. I feel like all you really need to do is ask and be open to receiving an answer and be free of distractions long enough to hear the answer and to process it and then to implement it. It might require you to move away from something, perhaps an old way of thinking, friends, family members, a career, job, relationships, whatever it might be, Spirit might answer you with, it's time to let certain things go. In order to embrace this fully, in order to step into this, the magnitude of who you're supposed to be, you need to move on from something. And it could be as simple as like imposter, well, not as simple as imposter syndrome is very real, and it is very crippling for a lot of people. And it could just be realizing how powerful you actually are as this person in this specific role, realizing how much potential you do have. So the life you've kind of built doesn't really fit anymore. You might be called to leave stuff behind. You really might be in it. It could be a job that just feels like it's keeping you in this space of practicality and focused on things that really don't matter to you in the long run. It's not in your heart. It's not in your soul. Whatever it is, it feels like, excuse me, you're leaving it behind for the better. You're leaving it behind to blossom into a King of Pentacles. You went from a Queen of Cups to a King of Pentacles. These are kind of like diametrical opposites. This person is very intuitive, very emotional, very connected, very spiritual, very not of this world. The King of Cups, and this is feminine energy. This is the masculine energy. This is very practical, very down to earth, very grounded, very much this is what needs to be done to get here, here, and here. Very much about paperwork and institutions and things of that nature that are very practical and 3D and of this world. Which does not come easy for you. So this definitely feels like you are upgrading, you are maturing, you are advancing with this part of yourself. You're not going to lose this. You're not going to lose your insightful, nurturing, mothering side. You're just going to acquire this really nice, steady, practical energy. You're going to, again, graduate. Maybe not, that's not even the word, upgrade. I feel like you're expanding, or you have recently, I don't know if I've already said this, expanded your home. Maybe it doesn't even have to be like size-wise. It could be, obviously, but it could also just be in like amenities, upgrades, nice flooring. It's brighter, it's lighter, things of that nature. It feels like you've expanded your domestic life in some way. I feel like if your money, if you're not reaching, well, no, that's not even relevant because you are. There's no if about it. Yeah, I feel like after you move on, whatever it is that you're being called to, whatever spirit speaks to you that you're being called to move on from, and it could be a home. Maybe you have a certain attachment to a home and you're being called to move from that space to even maybe travel across the country. I feel like once you do that, you realize you have a level of strength and you have a level of emotional mastery. You knew that you were like able to dive deep and not let it kind of shake you, but I don't think you realize to what level you have reached. Like just how emotionally secure you are and how kind of unshakable, because you've established a really firm baseline, a really solid foundation for yourself that nobody could come along and disrupt. And I feel like you're a lot stronger than you thought you were. You're a lot more independent than you thought you were. It could have been a codependent situation that you've left behind with anything. Again, it could be a dwelling. It could be a car, a familial, parental relationship, any of those things. It could also be leaving behind, because right underneath it, I saw it, but I didn't even really pay attention to it. The devil is here. You could be moving on from toxic behaviors, toxic patterns, habits, people, situations. Maybe you've kept yourself kind of small and in a certain role for too long because it feels comfortable, because it's safe, because you know it, and because we like familiar. But you're being called to leave it behind. You're being called to walk away from it, not abandon it. I know that we are loyal by nature and we want to help everyone. We want to fix everybody. We want to fix every situation, every corporation, everything. But I think there is strength in surrendering that. Surrendering to the fact that we can't make everybody happy. We can't fix those. Why are those two cards the same? I am seeing, that's so weird. Sorry. Sorry. That was really weird. I just saw it was supposed to be the daughter of swords, son of swords, mother of swords, but it's mother, son, mother. I don't know. It's really weird. Anyways, that's completely irrelevant. But yeah, you're being called to surrender to the fact that you can't be everybody's sunshine. You can't pull everybody out of darkness. You can't be everybody's fantasy, everybody's escape. Because then you don't do that for yourself. You don't feed that part of you, or maybe it's that they're not giving it back to you. But I feel like in surrendering to that, knowing that, walking away from it, walking away from even trying to be that, I feel like you are that naturally by being yourself. When you try, when you force it, it's not authentic to you. And it doesn't do anybody any favors to stay in situations where you feel like you're stuck, where you feel like you're being kind of confined and held back. And this really genuinely could be your self-sabotaging thoughts. I mean, those could be really negative. They could be really toxic to us, especially to our growth, to our expansion. You are on your way to being an emperor, having an entire empire, and yeah, you're working really, really hard towards this. Don't let your attachments to the negative and to your own toxicities keep you from that. I don't think anything can keep you from this energy. It can hold you back from it, though. It can slow the progress, because I feel like it's happening very, very quick. But if you don't let go of some of these things, if you resist, it's obviously going to drag it out, and it's going to drag you. And that's not what anybody wants. We want to be prosperous and grow and be abundant, be so abundant and fruitful that we can help the people around us that we love. Part of being an emperor is giving back, being generous and supportive, and helping others get to that point as well. Because, I mean, that's the goal, right? Have as many people as possible be in this enlightened, elevated, conscious state. Know why they came here. Embrace why they came here, to experience life, to gather good, happy experiences, right? Keywords for Frost. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and, because we're coming up on 25 minutes. So I asked for a short and sweet message. That never seems to be what Spirit has in mind. So let's see what Frost is calling us to. Divination. Signs. Winter offers a multitude of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, okay, no, that is a teeny tiny gnat. Puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles are excellent surfaces for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. That's really interesting. because I've wanted to get a scrying, I think they call them scrying mirrors, just like a really black, dark piece, like slab of obsidian or something of the nature. And I saw a really, really pretty one. I think it was sold out before, like there was only one of them. And it sold before I purchased it. And I've been thinking about it periodically ever since. So it's interesting that they mentioned that, and that they mentioned puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles. That's very cool. So maybe that's where you guys can start inquiring about this. If the part of what I said about having a gift but not knowing how to unwrap it, essentially, or not knowing where to find it, right? It's kind of like an Easter egg hunt, and you feel like you've looked everywhere. Now you're just like, can I just have my gift? Can you tell me? Can you point me in the direction at least? I feel like scrying could be a really, really good way for you to find that answer. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know that the signs you've been looking for are all around you. You are guided to have more awareness and trust in your ability to read signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by the inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe it to be a sign, then it is. The same goes for colors, words you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring things that feel like confirmation to you. They may seem silly to others, and that's okay. You're an illuminated soul and are guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. Boy, isn't that true. And that could be what this is pointing to, you letting go of certain people in your life who haven't ever really had any faith in you, who could be losing faith in you, and it could be hindering you to the point where you're starting to believe it. And so it could be time to move away from that, to detach from those situations with grace and with ease. I feel like you're going to be receiving your answers again with grace and with ease. All you have to do is ask. If scrying is something that you've been interested in, I would definitely look into it and practice it. Maybe even all throughout the winter. That's what you should focus your practice on, your psychic practice. Sorry, there was a bug crawling on my computer. I've got these teeny tiny, they're not even gnats, but they're like almost microscopic, and they're in the windowsills of both my windows in my bedroom, my daughter's, the bathroom. It's like, I don't understand where they're coming from and why, but I really just like them. And I'm ready for winter for the simple fact that all the bugs will be gone. Alright, guys. Keep going towards Emperor level with all the gusto and vigor, and practice your detachment skills, and practice connecting to Source and asking the questions that you want to know. Pay attention to the signs. Again, I feel like 8s are really significant for you right now, so follow them, pay attention to them, don't discredit them, and give thanks every time you see them. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I will see you all next time. I love you all so much. Bye.